Alright lads, welcome back to the Black Clover mobile video. Season 3 is starting very soon. Right now, if you go to your summon screen and go down to your standard summons, the timer on this is when the new season is going to start. Now, I am pre-recording this. I'm currently going to Japan. Literally right now, I'm probably on a plane. But when the video does go live, the banner should be dropping in about 4 days time. Because the banner should be dropping, I believe, on a Thursday, depending on the time zones, because there are different servers. But once again, you can always just go into your game and check how many hours are left on that current banner to see when the cards are dropping. So that is when the season is going to start. So make sure if you haven't already done it, get in and do your Gateway of Destiny Season 2. If you haven't claimed your Noel yet, make sure to do it, because I got a few comments last time. It will just reset if you haven't actually completed it. And of course, by now, you lot should, if you've been doing your dailies every single day, have gotten your Season 3 key. I'm getting it tomorrow, but by the time the video does go out, you should already have it. But let's go over the characters, starting off with probably the best one on the banner and the one you should be chasing or getting for free, because you can choose one for free with the Gateway key. That is going to be the Clover Academy. I don't know what they call it. I think they call it like a teacher or secretary. Charlotte. She is going to be a must-have here and the one you're going to be picking up for free. And that's because she has a pretty good actual ultimate that if you actually max out, you can see it on screen translated. It's simple. All she does, no damage, just it gives your team counter attack for 1 turn. And bear in mind, Charlotte does have quite fast speed, so she should be starting first. Not most of the time, but a lot of the time she'll be up there. Right now, as you can see, it is only 60%, but the more you max it out, and when you do get to level 5, it will be 100% guaranteed counter attack for your whole team. So yeah, a character you want to make sure if you are planning to use her, you save your actual level upgrades for when she comes out. If you haven't seen animation, it is a pretty good one. I think there might have been like an F there, and she does like her calculations. Boom, and then bust at the whole team. And you see right now, we did get the character attack is 60%, but once again, you can just upgrade it. Her first skill is going to be a single target skill that's going to give a counter attack towards the highest attack target on your team. Once again, you are not using the well on this team, because her passive, you can see on screen now, is going to be when allies belong towards a technique type, so blue type, you want to use 4 mono blue here, inflict silence onto one enemy for 1 turn. You're probably using Julius with her, so you're going to constantly keep on giving Julius a counter attack every single time you attack. But that's not all. You're also going to give your whole team a 40% all attack increase, so doesn't matter if they're magic users, doesn't matter if they're actual attack users, no matter what you use in your team, they're going to get a massive 4% attack buff. But also as well, if you have got a skill page, you are going to get an actual total defense. And then a combo attack, maybe you're using someone like Mars, for example, on the team, using the combo attack with Mars to give him the stun, and also as well play a fortified towards your whole team. Yeah, Charlotte, like I said, is going to be a character you should be getting for free. So yeah, make sure to pick her up, because she's by far probably the best out of the 3. Alright, so Fuegoleon. So I do believe there are going to be more burn characters coming out in the future. More importantly, Charmy in a Halloween costume, and also Magna, who are just better characters. So you don't necessarily need this character, and unless you want to invest into him if you like Fuegoleon. I believe he actually is pretty decent if you max dupe him, max him out a little bit with skill page. But other than that, you probably rather save and go for better characters, which is why I recommend just going for Charlotte. But if you like Fuegoleon, he is a pretty good character. So first skill, it's a simple one. Just going to apply burn. What's guaranteed not having a chance like how we have obviously Fana. It's guaranteed just to apply burn for 2 turns. His skill 2 is actually going to be pretty good and going to be somewhat useful in the meta right now. It's going to apply a burn guarantee, but also dispel a barrier. So having a Noel, for example, boom, just dispel the barrier, also apply a burn. Really good animation, by the way. But also, if you have his skill page, he has another chance to apply a burn again. Not onto the specific target, but to a random ally, so you can stack up those burns even more. Alright, so his ultimate is going to be a crazy nuke. What he's going to do is actually dispel all the burn effects on the other team. But, depending on how many burn effects on the target, you are going to do increased damage. So, as you can see on screen now, upwards to 3 burns, you're going to get 222% actual increased damage. It also does say dispel or remove the barrier. I think if it's AoE barrier removal, gonna be pretty good, but it might just be single target. I'm not too sure, but you can see the ultimate right here. We have a bunch of burn effects on the target. Really good animation. Once again, they always cook with these animations. Insane. And then boom, you can see right here, all the actual burn effects that we've just been applying through each turn is going to get removed. This character is definitely going to get a lot better in the future. We right now don't have that many burn characters. I think it is just Fuegoleon and I think Fana, so not the greatest catalog of characters. But as we go into more seasons, we're going to get more characters like Fana, like the third Awakened one. Once again, Charmy, we're going to get obviously Magna as well. More characters to apply burn, so he will get better later on. Moving on to the passives, he is going to get mortality when he does drop below 5% HP. Basically the exact same as Licked. And also as well, he is going to get damage dealt per burn effect on the target. This is when you do get a max duped out to at least 2-star awakening, and that will increase when you do get him towards 5-star awakening. Alright, then we have Jack. Honestly, this guy is one of my favorites in the game in terms of looks. Like, I really wanted him from the manga, and we finally got him in the game. And on paper, the guy sounds kind of cracked, right? But apparently how he performs is just not good. I'm not too sure what it is. But once again, I'll have to test him. But I've seen people, unless he's max duped out, he's not that good, not worth the investment, and just not a character generally anyone ever used. Despite his skills on paper seeming kind of cracked here. So I will go through it. First skill is going to apply bleed. And also as well, when someone is afflicted by bleed, you have a 50% chance to stun them. So right now, we got the stun. So yeah, having a skill 1 that can stun, 50% chance only. Once again, seems insane, but it just doesn't really work out too much in PvP. Skill 2 is going to apply miscalculation onto himself. This is his big buff skills. Also apply penetration level 2 and also accuracy level 2 as well. Single target skills, so he does do damage, unlike the last one. Big, he gets the mixed calculation buff. Alright, so this is when we get to the ultimate. This is where the big juicy stuff comes from. His skill page, by the way, does buff it, as you can see right now. Basically, what he's going to do is perform an extra attack per stack of miscalculated. You can see we do have 3 stacked up. Once again, it's going to be hard to do it in PvP because you have to use a tier 2 skill to only do it. And that is a 2-turn cooldown, which is where his actual awakening comes from. If you get him to 2-star awakening, he is going to get 1 for free to start a battle. And I believe if you get maxed out at 5-star, he does get 2 of them at the start of the battle. I'm not too sure. But once again, very, very hard to get these 3 stacks to even get on. It does take a few turns, which is why the guy's kind of bad because you have to take a few turns to fully build him up. But going back to his actual ultimate, once again, he'll perform an additional attack per stack of miscalculated, equal to 80% of his magic attack onto a random ally. Also stun the person you actually target. If miscalculated was triggered 3 times in the same turn, the last trigger will benefit from a 500% damage increase buff. Once again, there's so much going with the character. He seems quite insane, but it's so hard and so tricky to build around it, and it's only single target. So right now, we have got 3 on, so we use that single target skill. Let's see the animation. It's insane, by the way. Once again, one of my favorite characters. Is I'm probably going to get him just to get him because he looks insane. But yeah, so boom, does 1 skill. Boom, another one, and another one, another one. So once again, such cool animations, but it just, I don't think it works as well in PvP. It takes so long to get it to work out. And unless you fully duped out the character, it's just not going to work and probably not worth the investment. To help him attack more, when he does get attacked, he is going to get a 20% stamina increase, which actually for another passive is actually really good. So yeah, like I said, for the character, a lot to invest into and not really much of a payoff when you can use other characters, like even Fuegoleon, for example, just do big AoE damage where this guy takes a lot to build up. But to be fair, it looks like a fun character. Also, according to leaks, we also will be getting the 3rd Iveto released at some point during the season. I've not actually seen his animation before in the game, so let me check it out. He's apparently got a goat behind him. Yeah, okay. Did he do that anime? I don't think he does that anymore. But yeah, boys, that is going to wrap up today's video. Let me know who you're most excited for. Personally, like I said, I'm going to be getting Charlotte, but I am excited for Jack just to get him because I actually want him. Also, I will say Season 3 has been skipped. We know since we got Asta, and we're now getting Season 4. That was currently on JP. So I will say at one point, I think during the season, I'm not too sure. It's still not confirmed yet, but we will probably get a free Yuno or free swimsuit Vanessa. Like how we got the free Asta, I do suspect that one of these 2 characters will be dropping through an event, or maybe they bless it and they decide to drop one of them on the banner with the new season, although they will be unfeatured. You lot will probably know before me because I will be in Japan. So boys, thank you for watching, and yeah, peace.